Hey your viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist, and as you can tell from the title of the video, we're back in Surrey being hunted, and we're going to be doing a challenge, that is, ladies and gentlemen, because we haven't done one for a while. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Christmas Coal Challenge. Now, the basic idea of this one is, it's a bit like an item gathering challenge. I say a bit like, it actually is. But the idea is we're going to have 1 hour to go and collect as much coal as possible, because we are role-playing as Santa, and our job is to find coal for all the naughty children, aka the robots of this island. Now, when I say coal, of course, coal is not actually, it's not actually an object in this game. So instead, as a substitute for coal, we're going to be using the rocks, you know, little stones that you can find and throw. So I have to collect as many of them as possible, and then towards the end of the challenge, what I have to do is I have to try and lure as many robots into one area as possible, and then shower them with coal. That's what I have to do. I'm going to have 1 hour, and I'm starting my timer now. Right, 1 hour has begun. Let's get cracking on, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, I was thinking about... Whoa, jeez, don't fucking rubber band me like that, please, game. No, what was I saying? I was thinking about what sort of challenge I could do for Christmas 2023. And, because, you know, last year I think I did a couple, didn't I? Because I think I did one which was gathering ingredients for a Christmas meal. But I also did one that was, one that actually had a bit of viewer engagement in terms of people would suggest in-game presents that they like, and then I would collect them and things like that. Yeah, that's what it was, wasn't it? So yeah, I was just going to think, you know, what kind of a challenge could I do this time around? And I thought, ooh, you know what? Santa is known for accumulating coal. There's one straight away. Fantastic. Should we take some ammo in case we get a gun? I think we should. So yeah, I thought some sort of challenge based on the idea of coal for naughty children and all that. And we'll see sort of how that goes from there. I should get plenty of objects. As you can see, I am starting as the old gamekeeper class, which is a class in this game that I feel like I've never really played all that much of before, to be honest with you. But what can you do? I mean, then again, there's a lot of player classes in this game which I feel like I've never really started as before, like the artist or the old soak. Have I ever really played as those classes? Maybe once or twice, but it's been a while. Apologies if my nose sounds like it's a bit stuffy. It's because it is, well, it's because it kind of is feeling a bit stuffy right now. I was actually out this morning on this day. Screw it, I'll date the video. It's the 3rd of December as of when I record this, because once again I'm recording things way in advance. I've got plenty of stuff to keep me going on the channel in the meantime. But no, I was doing some early Christmas shopping this morning, and it was very, very busy out, as you can imagine. Pretty much the whole world and his dog had gone up to the shopping park that I went up to basically start accumulating some bits and bobs, some prezzies and things that I could give to family and whatever else have you. But I'm sure, you know, that's what everyone is kind of doing at the moment. That's not what I wanted to do. Bollocks. Fuck. God dang the fucking... There we go. Jesus. Oh, just the bloody hitbox on the corner of this building must have been so flipping bad. Are they shooting at each other? Or are they about to shoot at each other? Oh god, they're going to hear me. Time to get out of here, I do think. This is not really the safest village to be examining, is it? Alright, time to back up, I think. A retreat into the undergrowth. Let's go find somewhere else to have a look. Only the one piece of coal so far. But yes, as I was saying about player classes in the game, sorry, I'm jumping topic to topic. I was just talking about Christmas shopping and suddenly I'm going back to Gamekeeper, the player class topic I was talking about a moment ago. No, the reason I decided to start as the Gamekeeper is because he comes with a trap, and we might pick up other man traps as we find them. So it might help to pin robots down in one place and all that. In due course. Shotgun? Sure. I'll have me a shotgun. There we go. Can always use that bad boy. It's a typical Gamekeeper type weapon. But no, as I was trying to say a moment ago, I've been doing my early Christmas shopping, which I'm sure, you know, many of you out there have been doing already. Thing is, you know, me and many of my family members, we've reached that kind of age in life now where we're really hard to buy gifts for, because obviously, you know, we don't really ask for anything, which, you know, is very much, you know, where you kind of want to be in life, admittedly. But like I say, it is just a bit of a pain, isn't it, when you're, you know, thinking about what sort of gifts you could potentially buy for someone. And then you sit there and you think to yourself, I don't know, shall I get them some good books? But if so, what might they read? Is there any, I don't know, technology or media that they would like? And the thing is, you think, you know, or you would think rather, that it'd be easy to get an answer to this, you know, just text or ring them up and say, what do you want for Christmas? But the problem is I do that, and they don't really give me an answer. That's the issue. Because they're just like, I don't know, really. Not really sure what I want. And to be honest, you know, I'm not by any means saying I'm innocent of that. On the contrary, I'm probably one of the worst people for doing that. Just saying. But, yeah, like I say, I think everybody probably reaches one of those kind of points in life, don't they? Eventually, where basically, you know, people ask you what kind of gifts they could get you, and you know, any answer you provide is not going to be that helpful. But to be honest, I think a lot of people probably hit that, you know, a lot of people probably hit that age in their life quite early on. Because come to think of it, as a teenager, I probably was just the same way. Come to think of it. And I imagine it's probably the case for many people. Or maybe, you know, I'm just the sort of person who's quite content with what I have in life, and I just sometimes feel like I don't really need anything else. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I've no idea. But, yes. Well, you know, I'm sure you guys out there, I'm, of course, you know, hoping that you do have a very good Christmas and all that. Make sure I wish you well. Come to think of it, as of when I record this, I actually need to really start properly working on what the Christmas special for the channel this year is going to be. Because the thing is, I want to do another of those, well, I've been wanting to do another of those kind of very red Gmod story videos for a while, but the problem is those things obviously are a lot of work, and I'll be honest with you, over the course of this year, I've barely had any time to actually think about it. Problem is, if I'm going to do one of those, it's going to require a lot of just work very quickly this month to try and put something together. The problem with the Very Red Gmod story stuff is that 5th one I did, the Very Red Retaliation, or whatever it was called, that one is probably my magnum opus out of all of those videos. And sometimes I feel like going one better than that is going to be insanely hard. I just feel like I can't top it. But maybe that's the issue. Maybe I should be not thinking in that way. Maybe I should just be thinking, you know, instead of trying to top it, just concentrate on making another decent story, that's all. And I do have an idea for what I could do in mind, because, you know, this year has been an interesting year in terms of things that have happened in my life. You know, this has been the year that, for example, instead of living in rented accommodation, I've actually now moved into a place that I actually own, which is perfect, you know. And I've sort of thought about a story that could be kind of loosely inspired by that, or sort of loosely based on it, as well as making reference to things that have happened during the year, and whatever else have you. So I do have, a sort of, I'd say, semi-coherent idea for a Very Red Gmod story video in mind. I just need to sit down and really script it and think about essentially what it would actually be. Of course, that's where the challenge really lies, because like I say, the clock's ticking. If I'm going to do one, I'm going to have to start work on it very, very soon. Because that's the thing, you know, I'm sure if you've watched them before, you can probably appreciate that there is a lot of work that goes into them. Because like I say, I have to write a script, not necessarily a perfect script, but a rough script. I also then have to look on Gmod, you know, what sort of add-ons and things are available to see if, you know, could I feasibly actually put this plan into action. And, you know, then I'd have to do some test recordings, things like that, to actually see what's possible. Start putting some initial footage together, things like that. And of course I have to obviously record all my voice lines, which, you know, for me, myself, is typically fairly simple. Sorry, you probably just heard my phone vibrate then. Just a WhatsApp message coming through. What was I saying? Yeah. So, I mean, you know, when I'm just voicing lines myself, that's normally quite simple. I just open Audacity, just maybe say the line a few times until I get something that sounds semi-decent. But then obviously other voices, where I use a lot of like text-to-speech voices, things like that, you know, I have to sort of record them in Audacity, and I have to like put them into Oddcast TTS and play them back and record them and things like this, and it's a bit of a pain sometimes, but I mean, it's not the worst. Like I say, it's just a lot of work, that's all. And then of course, you know, once I've got all the footage, all the sound clips, all the voice lines, everything like that, of course I then have to go into my video editor, Magix, and I have to actually put it all together, which is of course, you know, easier said than it is done. Because the thing is, you remember my Steam reviews videos? You know, they were only ever a couple of minutes long and they were a lot of work. So imagine if that's now extended out to something like a 20-minute video. That's a hell of a lot of work. Alright, let's go south to the South Island. And let's go south, ladies and gentlemen. And let me sit in my tea whilst I'm at it. I'm not pausing my timer during this loading screen. That's fine. It only took a couple of seconds, which is good. Hold on, let me turn that torch on. Sorry, I'm playing one-handed because I've got my mug of tea in one hand. Right, so we've only got about 49 minutes or so left. I say only. We're only about just over 10 minutes into the challenge anyway. Right. Kind of want to see if I can draw them out over here so I can investigate their little cottage. Right, go over this way. Like so. But no, yes, like I say, Very Red Gmod Story videos, I am hoping to do more of them at some point. It's just, I'm hoping to maybe see if I can do one this Christmas, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. The thing is, like, I don't necessarily have to do them at Christmas. I could always just do them throughout the year, as I want to get time, whatever else have you. But, hey, what can ye do, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, like I say, though, the current idea is maybe to do a story based on the fact that I am now on the property ladder and all that. Because I can think of something. Because the thing is, the story of the last Very Red Gmod story was, of course, General Red losing his secret island base, and thus he had to essentially escape, flee, and then it was kind of like General Red's comeback and all that, to put it that way. At least that was the sort of rough story that was going on. But yeah, that's the problem. It's because I feel like, you know, with every one of those Very Red Gmod story videos, it's like every time I do one, I sort of learn new abilities in Gary's mod. So like various animations, things like that. And so each one gets better and better. And I feel like with each story I've been more and more ambitious in terms of what I can do. But yeah, it just raises that question of how do you one-up the last one you did and all that? How do you go one better? And maybe, like I say, maybe that's the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking that way. Maybe I should instead just be thinking about how do I create a good, enjoyable, entertaining story. That's what I should be focused on. But you know, I have ideas. And I'm sure I can create something entertaining. And the thing is, I should also maybe not crucify myself if it ends up being shorter than past Christmas specials. Because the thing is, like my Very Red Gmod Story, Very Red Retaliation one, the last proper Gmod Story one that I did, you know, that was a big one. That must have been, what, somewhere in the region of 30 minutes, possibly more. 30 to 40 minutes, which of course is the biggest one I've ever done. But of course that one I was working on throughout the year before it was released. So as a result it was more manageable. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't be holding myself to that standard. I should be thinking about just creating something entertaining, and if it's, you know, if it's only about 10 or 15 minutes long, then you know what, doesn't matter, as long as it's still entertaining and all that. But yeah, so I'll work on it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what goes down. But as I've stated, you know, there's a lot that I could potentially do. The thing is, I don't necessarily have to do them at Christmas. I could always, you know, I thought about the idea of doing very red Gmod story videos at other times in the year, maybe as funny events occur, things like that. And that probably is something worth thinking about, you know? Because there are plenty of other events and things that happen throughout the year that I could probably do stories for. For example, I've thought about very red Gmod Valentine stories. That's one I've thought about sometimes. Or maybe a summer one, something like that, when it gets to, I don't know, like July, August or whenever. So I really should, you know, not limit myself just to the Christmas season. I should explore more widely, see what else I can do. But yes, so, you know, like I say, I'll try and see if I can get a very red Gmod story out for this Christmas, but like I say, I'm not guaranteeing anything. It depends if I can find the time to do it, because the thing is, obviously, you know, I've still got a few more weeks of my job at the moment before we let up for the Christmas leave, and so of course, you know, that's going to be taking priority for the most part. And obviously, you know, making sure I have tons of pre-recorded content on the channel also, you know, takes time. So that's going to be hogging some of my attention. So I need to obviously just make sure I'm good on that front. Put that down over there. So, you know, if I don't manage to make a Gmod story video, I'll try and make something. If it's even just like a compilation video of memorable moments throughout the year or whatever. Because Lord knows, you know, by the time I get to December 24th, you know, there will be tons of good sort of memorable moments from 2023. That smashed a few times, didn't it? Where are those robots gone? Oh, they've gone over there. They didn't even hear it. Shit, they hear that? No, they didn't. Have that. Right, that drew them. I just want them away from that village, that's all. That's all I do be wanting. Okay. Yeah, because last year, wasn't it, it was the case that I did I just did a quiz video, didn't I, last year for Christmas? Yes, that's right. I did indeed. Sorry, I'm just using gunshots to draw these douchebags out. Pull them over here, and then hopefully they'll hear that alarm clock when it goes off. You guys go over there so I can go and investigate your village, please. Oh. Shit. Clock, could you go off at some time, please? That'd be very, very nice. Oh god, what time has it said to us? About 35 seconds or something. Dang it, they are moving away. It's not what we want. Go over there. Was that both of them? Yes, it was. Okay, well they're hearing it, that's the good news, which enables me to get into this village over here. Carey Rock. Is there still someone in there? Oh, bollocks, there is. I still haven't found any other stones, though, at the moment. They seem very rare, don't they? Must be some around here, surely. I hear you behind that building, buddy. Whatever you're doing. I don't much care for it. Get out of here, you bitch. I'll take that, though. Cheers. Alright. What's in this one? Nothing. Where's the bloody rocks? Santa... ho ho ho. Santa's only got one piece of coal so far. Ho ho ho. Ladies and gentlemen. Maybe these naughty kids out here have already taken all the pieces of coal. Who knows? God, the South Island's been a bit of a bust, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Get my nose is itching. Oh, God, sorry. You really don't want to be listening to that kind of noise, do you? As you're watching this being hunted video of me snivelling. Sniffing and snivelling and all that. Right, you guys, I need to take you down because I want to investigate these garages. Oh, I know, have we been here already? Oi! Oi! Get out of it. Keep tree between myself and him. Oh, God! Freaking asshole. There we go. Give me more of your shotgun shells, please. Where's the other one? He was over here. Ah, he's got now. No, we've been here. We've definitely been here before. Oh, there's not really much to see on this island then, is there? Well, that's a bit of an issue. Let's head back to the centre and maybe see if we can go to another island. And I'll gulp tea down in the background whilst I'm at it. Ladies and gents, where's the jetty? There it is. A sea beast. I've got coal for you as well. 1 lump, that's all. Okay, right, off to the centre. I'm pretty sure I vaguely remember there being like a real giant sea monster in this game that can fuck you over if it sees you. I'm just trying to remember what it was. I don't like that. Oh god, you are not the freaking giant sea monster that I'm thinking of. You are just a shitty little fish. Oh my lord, you freaking little bugging asshole. Where's your problem? Ah, that's the kind of problem I think I need. A shale one. Because that's where you get sort of diamonds and things from, isn't it? Lithium. Well, lithium's good. No doubt I can use that for something. Nope. Knocking into my little vessels. You little fuckers. You're so unnecessarily aggressive. What is wrong with you? This motherfucking structure.